What's up, it's me, Fang. In this video, I'm going to be bringing you some Halo 4 multiplayer. That is right, I picked up Halo 4 yesterday, went after work, decided I'm going to go ahead and slap the money down on it. I had some trading credit, so I didn't have to pay too much. I ended up getting it from Best Buy, where apparently I'm going to be getting some kind of like Best Buy armor or camouflage or something, I'm not entirely sure, which is supposed to be pretty epic. I think it's like blue and yellow, so obviously it's Best Buy colors, but I have not typed that in yet. As you saw my Spartan at the beginning, you can customize your Spartan on here or your soldier. I'm not entirely sure a whole lot of like the terminology of this game, because this is not really like my type of game. I've never been a big Halo fan. Starting out from like age, I think probably I was probably 12 or 13 that I got my first Xbox. I was not like the biggest gamer. I had an Xbox, but mostly all I really did on the regular Xbox was play sports games. I played like boxing, and I played football, like NCAA, college football, which would be American football. I played baseball and stuff like that, so I didn't play anything. I never had Halo 1. I watched all my guy friends play it in high school and in college, Halo 1 and Halo 2, so I never really got into it. The whole shooter aspect of me did not really come out until I was like a sophomore in college, maybe sophomore or junior, whenever I started playing Resistance Fallen Man, Warhawk, and then I got into Call of Duty, and from there I was all on PS3 at that time, so there was no Halo. I didn't get a chance to really like do anything with it, and then the newer Halos came out, like Halo 3 and all that, whenever I got my Xbox, because I wanted to get an Xbox to be more competitive on Call of Duty. And I was like, well, I could try these in the pastime. I heard they had great campaigns, which is something I'm always interested in doing. Whoa! I don't know if you saw that freaking alien crap shooting at me. This is the one thing that kind of turns me off a little bit about games like this, is all the crazy alienistic weapons. But I was okay with it. This is actually a really good game to play, I would say. But played Halo 3, I played Halo ODST, and it was all like Halo 3 and ODST had the same multiplayer anyway, but from the story and everything that I did on there, it was all completely just campaign. And I thought it was awesome that you could do a 4-person campaign. The only Call of Duty I've ever seen that possible in that I've played, I believe, was Call of Duty World at War. It might have happened on Call of Duty 3, but I only played that campaign by myself. And I'm big on playing campaigns with other players, because sometimes shooting campaigns can be really just kind of boring. I know Halo's got a great story, and it's got Master Chief and some other chick that I don't even know. This is not, like I'm saying, guys, I'm just throwing stuff out there. I'm not big on memorizing names on campaigns and stuff either. For me, it's more of the fun part of it, the aspect of talking to my friends, killing aliens together, I guess, on this one. And so I have a lot of fun with that, so that's why I wanted to pick up this game. But then I hear on this one that like the multiplayer is amazing, which it supposedly was on the other ones. I really never tried it on the other ones, to be honest. Like, I think I got on there a couple times and I played the Capture the Flag, and the whole time I was like, why am I running so slow with this flag? And I realized that I should be like throwing the flag and doing some stuff, and it was just a little bit beyond me. As you can see, I'm getting the headshots like crazy. This game is based purely on headshots. You don't really aim in unless you're far away, which is kind of weird for me, because I'm used to aiming in no matter what a little bit. I know I hip fire someone on Call of Duty. Look at me doing work, by the way. I'm not even like, I'm 1 day into this, not even a day, probably like 2 hours into this game, and I'm already wreaking havoc on these noobs, which made me a little bit happy, although I did have some games where I was like 3 and 16 and 4 and 18 and stuff like that. Like, it's back and forth on this game, I've noticed, and I don't know if I'm just being inconsistent, or maybe it's just the map type and how I'm playing. I got a lot better towards the end of the night, though, and I started killing a lot more people. This game type that I'm playing right here is Infinity Team Slayer, and it's the big team. So you've got 8v8. You can do 4v4, which can get a little bit boring, actually, because you're just running around, and it's kind of cool, I guess, but it's like close, and they'll all stick together. I feel like it's just, I like the chaos of the 8v8. And as you see right there, I blew the shit out of that vehicle. That was sick. So I was really excited about that. This game, like when it comes to just the vehicles and everything, it can get frustrating, to be honest. They have some kind of, if anyone wants to shine light on what it's called, it's like a mech is what I consider it, because I believe in Killzone they actually called it a mech. I got a Needler right there. I know the name of that gun, the Needler. That's the one gun from any Halo that I've always heard about, and it's called like the Newbie Needler. You're using the Newbie Needler, and you can go run that. They have drop points for random guns like this. I think there's snipers. There's this like sword thing, I don't know what it's called. I'm sure any Halo fanboy is gonna be like, what the hell is this chick talking about? Well, Halo fanboys, this is really kind of like my first Halo, so don't judge me. Alright, be happy that I'm playing. I got on the game, and I'm actually doing pretty okay here. But the Needler is supposed to be like newbie, and any like submachine gun. What the fuck was that? Did you just see that guy fly by me? I think that's that like perk where they just jet in front of you, which if you use that, you can go out of control on that. I try to use that one, and it's supposed to like if somebody's shooting at you and you need to get away, it's supposed to like push you out of the way really quickly. Well, I always freak out and I push it and I like go crazy and I can't do anything. For this game though, I've noticed at least in the Team Slayer that I've played that my game style or my game type is I like to play back. If I can get back and like aim in on people, or you know, get where I can zoom in from far and I don't have to worry about would they run up on me, granted I might have just really bad aiming. I don't know what's going on. Doesn't really happen that bad in Call of Duty. Double kill, by the way. Double kill. I think that's what they say. But I cannot keep my gun steady, so I'm just like swinging it around. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes not, but I try to keep my distance. I try to roll with a teammate, because if you roll by yourself, you're going to get gangbanged. That's what I've noticed, so I roll with a teammate, and I try to melee all the time. The melee is so OP in this game. It's overpowered like a mother. And so I melee. You gotta throw grenades all the time. That's like something I found out. I was wondering, like, why are they throwing grenades before they're shooting at me? I'm like just trying to kill them. I'm just shooting them in the face and in the body and nothing's happening. And they're hitting me with grenades and then just one-shotting me. And I was like, oh, I understand now. So I try to pick up any grenade drops as much as possible. And looking at this game, like, from the graphics standpoint and what's going on with it, it's actually a really beautiful game. Like, I didn't think it would be. It's Xbox. It's, you know, kind of supposed to be cartoonish looking, at least from what I saw in the previews. Totally owning this guy. He just gets murked, melee. Almost took out his buddy right there. I cannot believe I didn't get a chance to do that. But anyway, yeah, so the graphics on this is really nice. I've gone through like a few of the same maps, so I haven't got a chance to really fluctuate through the maps. I think I have to play the different game types. I think it's really cool on like all the different game types they have. I tried this one called like Dominion or something like that. Holy God, I had no idea what was even going on there. We like the whole team went out, tried to capture some points, and then out of nowhere it was like we had no lives left, and that's when we first got introduced to that mech thing, and it was just blasting us. Not to mention there's these like cars that they drive around. They can get in these little cars and they've got lasers on them, and so they can shoot you one shot with a laser. So there's a lot that I'm going to need to learn about this game. I don't know how much time I'm really going to put into it though, because although the multiplayer is entertaining, I'll probably get through the campaign, I would say, with my friends in like, I would say it's anywhere from 6 to 10 hours the campaign probably is, because I heard there's 8 parts to it, and they're probably 30 to 40 minutes each, depending on how like random me and my friends are, because you know when you're by yourself, you can only imagine like how random you can get with that. Compared to if you're with 3 other people, which is what I'm going to try to do it with, although I think I only have 2 people to play with now. But all in all, this is a cool game. I'm not understanding quite like if there's like kill streaks, because I know there's kill sprees, and so it's all these different points of the game. I'll get these little drops, as you can see above, and it's asking me what type of weapon I'd like to drop, or would I like an extra perk or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm getting that from kill streaks or if I'm getting that because look at me just popping that dude, and he didn't die. That's one of my most frustrating things that is just bothering me on here, and that does not happen comparing to Call of Duty, which you can't compare this game to Call of Duty actually, because they're not like the same type game, but that does not happen on Call of Duty as bad. You have times where it lags and the hit marker box can be like crazy, but it doesn't do that. So it's really hard on here. I think you gotta break their shield. Some of them can have like extra shielding or whatnot, and then you run out of bullets sometimes, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. To me, this is like a way more difficult game to play. If anyone is going like pro in this or doing MLG of any type, they're really good. Like, you've got to have, there's no auto aim on here. You've got to have just like focus to kill people on here sometimes, and there's so many like that go around you and so many things that are happening. It's pretty amazing, and I do like the vehicle aspects. Like, they brought vehicles into Battlefield, and that was like obviously more my type of game. And I thought that that was cool, but it was just ridiculous because they never were a part of the game, really. Like, they were just always up there flying around shooting each other, and they didn't care about what was going on in the bottom part where all the battles happening, where we needed to capture the points. As to here, like, they're flying around and you can kill them. They can get low to the ground. You can actually affect them. Like, you and your friend can actually just take out with your single gun, can take out some of the vehicles that are in the air. Tanks are a little bit harder, and that freaking mech thing, please, I'm calling it a mech, whatever it is, that thing is terrible. Another game mode though that I tried on here was actually the flood game mode, I think it was, and it's where you like start out and you have probably two infected type zombie looking people or alien people. They're just disgusting. They've got like snot boogers hanging off them. And you infect them or whatever, or you're infected, you can be, or you can just be a normal soldier, and then they'll come after you, and you have a shotgun, and you can either stop them or you can get infected, and obviously you get points off kills, and then the last one alive obviously has got more points because he killed more or he stayed alive, maybe not. And if you kill that last person alive, you get like 25 points and stuff. It's really cool. That was one of my more favorite game modes. Maybe or probably I'll be bringing to you all if y'all are interested. I know a lot of my people who watch are FIFA, and I'm going to try to change that up a little bit. I'm obviously going to still be doing a lot of FIFA, but I also am about to get into Black Ops, and I've got this Halo now. So I'm splitting up the gameplay. Don't worry. If you're not interested in this, you don't have to view these videos. I understand completely. Just come back whenever I do my FIFA videos because you know there's going to be great. I should, though, be having a team builder for FIFA actually come out tomorrow, so look forward to that. I think it'll be my Bundesliga team that I'm going to work on getting out that for you FIFA heads. And Halo, I mean, so far, got like a 9.8 rating. I would say that, you know, it's worth maybe like a 9. It's pretty fun. There's a crazy aspects to it. It's hard to get used to if you've never done it before, but you can. As you can see me, I came in day one. I think I went like 16-9 on this one. And it's a really, really solid game. Like the multiplayer, I don't notice very much lagging. It's pretty easy to connect to people. Sometimes people do drop in the map though, and you do have to wait like extended periods to get back into the game. Ranking up seems kind of easy right now. We'll see exactly how it goes whenever it comes to if it's going to be any harder to like rank up certain things. I'm not sure. I seem to be moving fast, I feel like, though, which reminds me of Killzone. So hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, 16-9, Halo 4. I'm a pretty okay fan of it. Until next time, get Fang Bang, nerds.